guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome to this quick lick. Now, this lick is all about rhythm and groove, okay? It's almost kind of like Gary Clark Jr. inspired, but basically any blues thing, okay? We're using pentatonics, we're using a lot of gain, which I'll talk you through in a second, but fundamentally it's all about the groove. Really, I mean, if you think about the pentatonic scale, we've got 5 notes that we use over and over again for riffs, for lead work, for almost everything in kind of blues and rock music. And to get something out of those 5 notes, one of the major aspects is the rhythm, the groove of it. So that's what I'm kind of trying to show you, trip over my words, trying to show you with this awesome lick, all right? So first of all, let me just talk you through you might have heard at the beginning, there's a big chunky sound. So really to get that, I'm going through a Kemper amp with just a basic kind of clean amp, okay? It can be pretty much any clean amp you like. I tend to like Fender style clean amps or maybe even AC30 style clean amps, whatever you have. And I'm using this amplitude pedal, this drive pedal, it's the X drive, and I'm using on a setting, just a preset that's already dialed in called Blue 3. So we're going from a clean tone like this. I've got a little bit of delay as well, also using another amplitude X time pedal, just a little bit of subtle delay in the background, but that's the clean. I kick in the Blue 3. It's almost fuzzy, it's so kind of full on, but I absolutely love that sound. It's sustained for days. You can just go on and on with that. So for the purpose of teaching, I'm going to turn that off, but we'll turn that back on later when we jam this out. But yeah, I think, it's real focus on rhythm, but to get that really kind of bluesy, hard edge tone, I like that real overdrive sound, okay? So let's just talk about the actual riff itself, the lick itself. So we're based up in E minor and we're using the pentatonic box 4. So there's my E minor, okay? And I'm using box 4. With a lovely little bit of a delay, rocking and rolling there. Really nice place to be. It's kind of mid-range and I've got great control over all the notes under the fingers here in this box. And what I'm doing, if I just slow down the riff for you, we're starting with an open E, and then I'll play it through nice and slowly for you like this. And again, 1. And again. So really simply sticking very much within that box. In terms of just the notes, we're starting with this kind of bluesy curl. Always trying to get that in. If I want anything to sound a bit more bluesy, I'm typically, rather than just playing the notes, I'm going to play a little, just slight quarter bend. You just bend it up, and then you stop it just as it's about to make the sound. Then I'm going back from the 9th fret to the 7th fret, and then coming down here onto the 9th fret. And then I'm going to do 2 hammer-ons. Okay, that's the first half of the lick. Okay. Then the second half of the lick in terms of the notes are like this. Okay, so here we got another cool manipulation of the sound, because we're just going to do 7, 9, 7, but again with a little quarter bend. Okay, the difference between the 2 sounds, listen to just flat, and now with the manipulation of the bend, you just get that little bit more essence out of that particular note. And then I'm just going to come back to the D string and finish there, okay? So that second half, and when you put it all together, you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you can really play around with those notes as much as you like. You can do more bends, more curls, more vibrato. You know, as you hit in that distortion, you might want to really go for it with that vibrato. you know, you can get a really wide sound, quite a dissonant sound almost if you really go for it like that. But as I said at the beginning, the essence of this lick is the rhythm. If I didn't play that particularly rhythmically, it's pretty boring. You know, that it's just that kind of thing. It's just up and down the pentatonic scale. So we really want to make sure that when we're playing this lick, we're really getting into the groove, okay? So when I'm playing, I'm counting myself in. You're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay? And then I need to be able to sing it. I need to have that kind of ba 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 ba. Anytime I'm looking to develop a lick or learn a lick, I really like to have rhythmically in my head. Whether or not I'm singing the right notes is a whole nother matter. Don't worry about that. Just get the rhythm in there so that you can kind of tap along with it. If you can tap your foot to what you're singing, boom, down, 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 then you're already halfway there to being able to play it. Then you just got to get your fingers in the right place, okay? So if I do it really slowly, but with that groove, and I'll put the blue on, it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Slower. And you can't necessarily see it there on camera, but my foot's tapping the whole way through that. You can see my body is moving with that, and that's what I want you guys to do. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to kind of jam this out at the end of the video, is how you can kind of take that as a core idea, but then start to move away from that. So that might be your kind of core riff, but in any good blues riff or blues rock kind of thing, we can then start to manipulate that. So we have the core, and then we start to play around with it, okay? And I'm just gonna give you just a few examples of this, how I would do it, okay? So, for example, if we bring in, I'll do the core riff a few times, and then I'll start to stray away from it. And I might just go, you know, a little higher up the pentatonic box. I might move into a different box, so I might move from 4 down to 3. I'm saying I might do because at this point I have no idea what I'm gonna do. We'll find out in a minute. I might move up to box 5 or box 1. Let's just see what happens. The whole point is that the better you know your pentatonic shapes, you can move across the neck, and the more in tune you are with the groove of this, the more you can start to improvise with it. Notice, as I improvise with this, at no point will I drop that beat, hopefully. We'll see what happens. So, here we go. Let's give this a try. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's establish the riff. Let's play around. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to get access to the interactive tab for this lick, join our YJ Club. Plus, if your guitar learning is moving slower than you like, or you're struggling for focus, our YJ Club is exactly what you need. With custom learning pathways, an awesome website, progress tracking, and access to our community of students and mentors, you have everything you need to achieve your guitar goals. We'll see you there.